This is Jonathan Agilf here for Pro Boxing Fans. Delighted to be joined by Mark Heffron after a brilliant fight with Denzel Bentley on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Mark, what's the overriding emotion 4 days on from the fight on Saturday?
Well, I'm still gutted about the draw because I felt that I definitely won the fight, and everybody that's messaging me saying that I definitely won it. John Rowling, commentator, he had me winning. Richie Woodall had me winning. The referee had me winning. The TV had me winning. Everybody had me winning, and I've watched it back 5 or 6 times now, and I definitely won 7 of the 10 rounds of the fight, and I'm just gutted, mate. They're supposed to put a rematch on, and yeah, hopefully that goes ahead.
Yeah, it's the scores are 95. All 3 judges scored it that way, which is quite rare, I guess.
Yeah,
How did you score it? You think you won by 7 rounds? Did you say?
yeah, definitely. I definitely won 7 of the 10 rounds. Yeah.
As you know, I spoke to Denzel yesterday,
Yeah.
and you two had a bit of a back and forth on Twitter as a result. Just
Do
want
you
to
know
get
what?
your...
Yeah, I hate that arguing on Twitter, but when I'm seeing these interviews of him just talking absolutely rubbish, the guy's deluded, man. He cannot watch that fight back and think he won that fight. No chance. Obviously, like, he's gonna say he won the fight because, do you know what I mean? He's not gonna come on camera and say, "No, I lost the fight," blah blah blah. Do you know what I mean? Like, he knows deep down that he didn't win that fight.
Well, he said to me that he doesn't believe you won he doesn't believe that you think you won the fight. What's your response to that?
Watch it. You got to watch the fight and you'll see. You know what I mean? He ran. You know what I mean? He literally ran for 10 rounds. He's just running scared after 4 rounds. I remember looking into his eyes. He looked like he was going to cry, man.
Let's just go through the fight quickly.
Yeah.
Started off the second round. He scored a knockdown.
Yeah.
You got up quite quickly. Just talk me through sort of the shot.
He wanted a knockdown, but obviously, because the punch landed, it's got to be classed as a knockdown. But I my back foot come forward a bit, and like I was off balance in it. I was literally off balance. Like he doesn't punch hard. Like I'm not even being big-headed or anything now. It doesn't punch hard enough to hurt me. I probably could stand there and let him smack me, and he wouldn't hurt me because he doesn't punch hard. Like, do you know what I mean? So I was genuinely off balance. He caught me, but I give it him. It was a nice shot. He threw the shot nice, and they've got to count it because obviously I went to the floor after the punch. But yeah, that's it.
You sort of took over, he said by his own admission as well, sort of the middle rounds, you were sort of the aggressor.
Yeah.
He was boxing on the back foot. Now, the people that are saying that Denzel won are sort of attributing to that the fact that they're saying that he's boxing on the back foot well and making you miss. Do you believe that gave him any edge in the fight at all?
Nah, not at all. The only people that are saying Denzel won that fight are his friends. Like, I'm accepting requests on Instagram and stuff like of people that I I don't know these people. Like, I'm accepting messages and people messaging me. I don't have a clue, saying like it's scandalous. I cannot believe that they scored at a draw. So, I mean, the people that I'm seeing that are saying he won it are people that he follows and they follow him. Do you know what I mean? They're the only people that are saying Denzel won, which they are going to do because of his friends. They're going to stick up for him, aren't they?
As we went through the fight, it got to sort of the 9th round. You landed quite a big shot. Just talk to me about sort of that shot that landed in the 9th round.
What was that then, mate? Sorry.
The 9th round, you landed quite a big shot. Just talk to me. Yeah. I mean, it was a great shot, but do you give Denzel credit for sort of his chin and everything?
Credit? No, Denzel, yeah. He's a nice boxer. He's a good boxer. I'll give him that. He's got a good chin. I mean, I landed a few shots and he was like out on his feet. There's a few times in that fight when I landed and like, to be honest, I admired my shots a lot in that fight. Like, I'd land a good shot and I'd think, right, he's gonna go here, and he didn't go in it. So that's an habit that I need to get out of, admiring my shots. Like when I land, because you get so used to people dropping when you land. You know what I mean? I was just admiring my shots. So the next fight, mate, I've had my trainer on the phone, my 2 trainers, my manager. We're going to put a proper game plan together. Got a good game plan together there, but this next fight, I don't want to keep saying, but like I said in the last one, but this next one, I'm meant like, I know what he's bring to the table. Denzel can't change much. He's gonna get in and run again. Do you know what I mean? And the sparring, we're gonna get the perfect sparring for him. He can't come forward. The only thing Denzel can do is run. Do you know what I mean? Throw the odd little shot and then get off. That's all he can do. And I'm ready for that now. I'm prepared for anything that.
Denzel said to me, I asked Denzel, would he have changed anything? Does he regret anything, considering it was a draw? Same question to you. Do you regret anything you did in the fight? Would you have done anything differently now, considering it was a draw? Just picking this back up with Mark Heffron. Yeah, the question was, would you have changed anything now in hindsight? It's easy to say now, but is there anything you look at your performance and think I would change?
Yeah, well, there was loads of little things, like obviously like the single jab that I was throwing, because if someone threw a single jab at me, I could easily slip and counter it. Or I mean, like there's a few little things that I could have changed, but the performance side of it, like I won because I won the fight. I won that fight easy, but obviously when I start camp now, when I get back in the gym on Monday, there is a lot of things that we are going to be working on, but. No, like, I don't regret nothing in that fight because I won that fight. Do you know what I mean? So there will be some little things that'll be different going to this one, yeah.
Was that your first camp with your new trainer, Michael?
I've only been with him. I've only been with Michael. Like, obviously, I was ticking over at the other gym. But I'd been in camp with Michael for 4 weeks for that fight.
Right. Okay. So you'll have a lot more time this time with him now.
There you go, mate. That's it. Michael and Dave, yeah, like as people do know, like I've had a few training me, and I've never been able to get settled anywhere. Like, but like I've been with these now I've been with him like a week before that I got told about the fight. So for this fight I was with him like 5 weeks, and then we went into camp for 4 hard weeks. And mate, the stuff I learned off them in that short space of time was unbelievable. The best I've ever trained with. Do you know what I mean?
This rematch is now much bigger than it would have been if it was a draw.
These are the fights I want to be in, though. These are what I've been waiting for ages, man. Like obviously no disrespect to the journeyman and that, because they're turned up to do a job in it, but I want to be in like 50-50 fights. And do you know what I mean? That fight with Denzel was a good fight, man, but I wouldn't say that was a 50-50. Do you know what I mean? Because I thought I beat him pretty easy, but hopefully they can get it on for the British. If they get it on for that, that'd be mint. That like.
Well, I spoke to Liam Williams yesterday, and he said that if you want the British on the line, then go through him first.
You know, Liam's a good lad, man. I've been doing bits of sparring with Liam recently. Good fight, Liam. I'm sure he'll be moving on very soon. After this, after he smashes this Robinson up, I think he'll be fine for that world title. I don't think he's going to stick around British level, is he?
Yeah, in terms of sort of that rematch, have you had any conversations as of yet with Frank Warren and your manager Kevin about when this fight might happen?
Nothing yet. Nah, just on the night, they said that they was going to get it back on again. But hopefully it's not too long. Do you know what I mean? Because I want to get back in the gym ASAP. But I want to get back in on Monday now, and then just get back going in it. Looking forward to it.
Well, it seems like both of you are so hyped up for this rematch. Have you felt like this way before, after, or before any fight?
I always feel every fight that I have, I'm always like 100% up for. Like I'm always 110%. Like, but not every fight that I've been in with been mouthy like Denzel. Do you know what I mean? So yes, but like all that social media arguing, I hate me. But when I'm seeing all these fucking nonsense what he's putting up, it just gets me annoyed, innit? So just have to put the odd little comment on.
How does this rematch play out in your head?
How does it play out? I think it's going to be pretty similar to before, but it's going to be more of a better performance from me. But Denzel can't change. Denzel's a runner, man. He needs to make sure I said it before, he needs to make sure he's got his ASICS running trainers on, because he's going to be doing some running. He'll probably do about 10-15 miles in this next fight, and he'll be running around ring.
What do you think will happen in the rematch? Obviously, what happened before wasn't enough for seemingly for either of you to win the fight. Do you believe, and do you think he believes as well, that this has to be a KO in this fight?
He ain't gonna KO me, like, but I'm gonna KO him, yeah. You know, I think it's gonna be another good fight. Do you know what I mean? To be honest, it'll be a good fight. Yeah, I think it's gonna be another good fight. But whether there's a knockout or not, do you know what I mean? I feel like I have to get the knockout to beat him. Do you know what I mean? Because of what I did to him in that last fight, I smashed him for 7 of the 10 rounds. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like I have to get the knockout now to get the win over him. Do you know what I mean? Because imagine if it would have been a really close fight, they would probably give it to Denzel.
Do you have a final message to the fans as well as Denzel?
Mm-hmm. Yes, big thanks to everyone for all the nice messages, and yeah, just make sure you're 100%, Denzel, man, and let's get it on again. And he's still there, mate. Did he go off in that?
Yeah,
yeah. And just to say a big thanks to my sponsors, Ian Morrison, Adam Roach, Gary Oddy, Lucky's. You know what I mean? They've been supporting me all through camp. Yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to you all.
Brilliant. Well, Mark, appreciate you coming on. Looking forward to seeing the build-up for this rematch. It's looking spicy already.
It'd be good. It'd be good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time. And best of luck.
No problem, mate. Anytime.